From the picture, determine velocity at pulley A, tension force and the power generated by a user if the mass of block is 15 kg and the displacement of block from base to S2 is 0.5 meter. Initially, the block is at rest. When the system has fixed pulley, the cord is remain constant between the two fixed pulley because measure the segment of the cord that not change in length. So we can calculate the cord from the total cord length. Each of the coordinates axis is measured from a fixed datum line and has a positive sense from a fixed datum.
For this calculation, we got two types of equation, which is principle of work and energy and conservation of energy. For principle of work and energy, we got conservative and non-conservative force, and for the conservation of energy, we got only two conservative force. In conservative force, we got weight and spring force, and in non-conservative force, we got tension and frictional force. Because our calculation needs to calculate tension force, we're going to use principle of work and energy equation. From the equation of principle of work and energy, we can substitute all the value in equation, which is the common T is for kinetic energy while U is for work. At position 1, the block does not produce motion, which is the block attached to the base. The block lift up with a tension force, move to the another point, which is position 2. Work of a weight is in positive because we assume the motion moves downwards. After substitute all the value, and that's we got the answer. We're going to use kinematic equation because the acceleration is constant, and we're going to be use the third equation. Because we're not using time, but we use the displacement. This equation occurs at position 2, which is VB is equal to 3.132 and VBO is equal to 0 because it starts from rest. The displacement is 0.5 minus 0 because it lift up 0.5 from base. After calculate, we got AB is equal to 9.809. It points upwards. We got positive acceleration and it's same as the direction of motion we already assumed from the FBD. From free body diagram, we got two external force exerted on the block. So we substitute the force in the equation of motion, which is summation of Fy equal to Ma, and we got the answer for the tension. When the system have fixed pulley, the cord is remain constant between two fixed pulley because measure the segment of the cord that not change in length. So we can neglect the cord from the total length of cord. Each of the coordinates axis is measured from a fixed datum line and has a positive sense from fixed datum. From the equation, differentiation of the displacement yields the relation between the velocity. In similar manner, when we differentiate velocity, we got acceleration. So we substitute all the value in the equation, we will get VA is equal to negative 6.264 meter per second, and acceleration A we got negative 19.618 meter per second. Hence, power is a scalar where in this formulation V is represent the velocity of particle which is acted upon by the force T. The power generated by the user is negative 921.68 watt. We got negative value because the motion moving downwards at pulley A.